So I wanted to do a beginner's guide to meditation. Meditation's not an easy thing to define, like love or truth. It's kind of bigger than words. Basically, you have to kind of practice it to really understand it. But if I had to say something about it, I would say that meditation has to do with awareness. It's an awareness practice. But it's not just awareness. There has to be an element of wisdom. The wisdom comes with time, but you can experience some of it right away. It's an awareness with non-attachment, not grasping to an outcome, any particular outcome. It's an open presence, an acceptance. Not easy to define, much better to practice. But if you're new to the practice, maybe this video can help. So I don't worry too much about, I would say it's a Buddhist mindfulness meditation practice, but I don't worry too much about sectarianism. You could call it Zen. Zen simply means meditation. It's the Japanese word for meditation. You could call it mindfulness meditation, which is often used in the Vipassana tradition, insight meditation. None of that really matters. When you're actually doing the meditation, when you're beyond concepts, they're very closely related. Start with a basic mindfulness of breathing meditation. It's really useful not only for beginners, but you can use that practice all the way up. The most advanced practitioner could use that practice. The Buddha himself practiced mindfulness of breathing meditation, right up to and after his enlightenment. So it's not preschool, but it's a good practice to start with because it gives you an anchor, it gives you a base, something to help hold your concentration in the present moment. I really like the choiceless awareness as well, but it's a difficult practice in that you have nothing to anchor your mind when it begins to wander. So we'll start with the basic mindfulness of breathing. There's different ways to sit. Generally, if you're going to use a cushion, if you're going to sit without a bench or a chair, you want to use a cushion to keep your hips higher than your knees. Obviously, I'm not doing that right now, but I will be shortly. Having your knees down on the ground when you actually sit on your cushion will help with your stability. You can sit Burmese style, which is kind of what I'm doing here, with your legs just loosely folded. Or you can sit in the half lotus or the full lotus position. They're very stable positions, but I'm just not that flexible. Or you can sit on a chair alternatively. Basically, you want your thighs parallel to the floor, your feet flat on the floor. You want to kind of keep your spine away from the back of the chair. You could come in snug against the back of the chair if that works for you. Often it's recommended to have a independent uprightness of your own, and that fosters a mental attitude as well. The physical posture, there's a interplay, a back and forth between the physical posture and the mental attitude, and both affect one another. The mind-body connection is very strong. You could also sit what's called seiza in a kneeling posture. I can't do that because of my knees. I won't be demonstrating those today. I'm sure you can find another video that can help you with those postures if those are your preferences. I'm just going to do a basic cushion, sitting on a cushion, Burmese style. There's different things you can do once you start the actual meditation. You can just, now this is not, first of all I should say, this is not a conceptual exercise. You're not thinking about breathing. Rather, it's focusing on the sensation of breath to help keep you in the present moment, really feeling your breathing. This can take time to develop. It's important to have an attitude of compassion for yourself.